Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How's everybody doing? Nikki, Miss Ann, how are you? How you doing, Nikki? Hanging in there, I hope. Um, let's see. What's all the information? I did not go to Ubon. My left knee was I kind of blew it out. I got a bunch of crap in there. There's like bones you can feel moving around in my knee, and if they get in the hey brother, if they get in the wrong spot under the kneecap, they bring a little tear to the corner of my eye. But so I just relaxed, stayed home. Um, they did. Let's see. I've got this. Let me bring that up. They've got the wall smooth now. He's going to start. I think he's going to start building the gate today, and that gate is 7.5 meters long. But what I was going to show, because I can't download anything on here without paying them $50 a month. But this is they fixed the one. It cost me 2,500 baht to fix the one controller. So it's all done. Everything's tied in. I've even got it, and I don't know. He doesn't know how he did it either, but I've got that. Oh, you can't see that well. If you remember this one, that's the PSI that I had on here, so I can see them both. And if you look closely, you can see how that grid says 0. So I'm totally off the grid there. Probably going to need extra batteries for just him staying there at night, running the air conditioner a little bit at night, and the fan. It seems to be taking care of it, and running the pump and the other little stuff that goes on. So we'll have to see. We are going to plan a trip, unless things change. With here in Thailand, we're going to go to a stream reservoir type area right outside of Ubon, very close to the house, 15 minutes. And Shushu gets back from college on the 10th. So somewhere between the 10th, she's going to be here for a month. Somewhere in the end of October, we're going to go for 4 or 5 days. My wife's going to actually take some time off. But hey, Gary, how you doing? Hope you're well. Who else did I see? Anybody? No, that's it. Hey, Kenny, how you doing? Yeah, so it seems like I said, it seems like this system. He did a great job. He took a couple of pictures, but like I said, he sent them to my wife, and I took them off hers. But even though I downloaded them I figured out how to do that now. I attached my phone to the computer. I have to pay the 30 some odd dollars or whatever a month if I want to have the intro and the outro and be able to show pictures and shit. So not into that right now. But yeah, he did a great job. I wish he could have got the picture of the whole thing there. It's impressive. I thought he did great. And the guy was just extremely reasonable, man. He spent 2 days there. He left. We were both supposed to leave Saturday morning. He ended up leaving Friday night. He stayed until Sunday, and the material was like he charged me like 1,000 baht for labor, and I couldn't. I had to double and give him money. He drove. I paid for the gas and paid for that food while he was there and that kind of stuff. But still, he was there for 2 days. Him and a helper. Just ridiculous. The guy's good. Still haven't figured out I'm not completely happy with the house here. It's not set up right. I want it as, solar panels, nothing there, battery down to 15%, then go after it gets down to 15%, then go to the grid, and I could be saving a lot more money. Now, what I figured on the program that it's got and doing the calculation on their 30-day stint, it should have been 3,800 baht, and it was 4,600 or something. So I got to check because the garage isn't on there, and maybe there's some problems there that it isn't doing or whatever. So he's going to put a camera in there, because I would have never bought that system out there. I would have bought the same one that me and Kenny were looking at, that he bought from Lasada, that had the Wi-Fi. This one that this guy sold me, he didn't tell me that it didn't have Wi-Fi, and I don't even think it's some kind of a Chinese knockoff. I think of a knockoff of a knockoff. So, but it's working. Hey, Patty. Justin, good morning. I have lithium phosphate ion, the latest LP whatever 4 something batteries. Both in the garage, there's two 100 watt 48 volt, and now on the house there's two 60, no, what is it, 50, 60 something, no, 48, 51 point something volt lithium phosphate ion, 314 each. So on the house I have 628 amp hours. And then now out in Ubon I have two 200 amp hour batteries. Got 400 amp hours out there. I don't know if that's all. We're going to see how it's running. We'll see what happens with the bill. The bill that came in there was still 2,200 baht. But everything wasn't hooked up. Just one of them was. The pump was still on them. You know, there was a bunch of problems with it. Hey, Paul, how you doing? Yeah. So, but it seems like the batteries coming out of China, I guess maybe because we're not paying heavy tariffs here, that these guys are building them here. I really like the batteries that the guys did. There's still a little conflict with it talking to the new Lux Power. One of them, my guy says, is talking. The other one's not. I think it's the way that he tied them in. They're supposed to be different. So he's going to come sometime soon, within the next week, because like he's working for the government now. So his time is far and few between. He's going to come and talk about the battery people and Lux Power on the phone with the hooked up and FaceTime and everything, and go over everything that I told him that I wanted. So we'll see. Yeah, you know, my wife gets them, so she might have kept the money, but no, they didn't. I didn't get that. I told her this morning about it, but I didn't. I didn't see it. If she did, she probably would tell me, I would think. But if not, if she pocketed it, that's okay too. But yeah, it would have been better if that was the first one that you got for 500 baht, right? I watched your last video. It's no, they're big giant home. Like I said, lithium ion phosphates. Um, kind of they're big. They weigh 600 pounds or something. I mean, they're huge batteries. Everybody got their salary. Lucky Leo, how you doing? So I'm 80% happy with all the solar so far. Like I said, I'm still bummed out about the garage without having Wi-Fi. We're going to put the camera, that one that you're seeing right here. Let me bring that up again. The reason that he put this in is because we didn't know if this, hold on, let me go back here. We didn't know if he was going to get this program working. Okay, that shows the battery, what the house is using, what's coming in on the grid, which is 0, that's off, and it's totally off grid right now, and what's on the panel. So what he did when he was there, I paid 900 baht for a pan and tilt camera, and let me bring up the biggest one on that. And this is the pan and tilt, so I could bring it in and look at the front panel. Right now it's showing 219, which it's more than that. I think it's 1223 coming in on that bottom left. The battery's at 49, so it was really low this morning. And we're using, up in the right-hand corner, 44 watts. So they're not using much. He's already went to work. Can't see this one very good. I'm going to have my the cousin get out there and turn the camera a little bit. Although I can pan and tilt it, it's just getting that reflection off of the open area. I don't know what it's just the position it's in. I think I don't know if I have to move it or not, but I have I have I have this I have the regular program. So well, let's see if I'm going to leave this one on because, and I'm going to leave it in the background with me in the corner here. Let me see, can I make it a little bit bigger? No. How about this one? Yeah, that's better. You still get to see me, lucky you. This program, so I'm really happy about that. We'll see. We'll see what this next bill is going to be like for both the House and their. He's still got it. Like I said, I'm hoping he's going to get over here and do that. Get Lux Power on the FaceTime. What did I miss? Nikki, you going to sleep? All right, Nick. Okay, Craig. Good morning, brother. Hope you are well. Still wet and windy here. We actually had there's the big ball, the big shiny ball in the sky is actually out. It's heavily overcast. But see here, like right now, I usually hardly get anything at 8 in the morning because of where they're at. And right now, the house is getting, let me pull that one up real quick. This is this one. That's the Lux Power. And the house is getting 1,836, and the house is using 1,502, so it's charging the batteries with 47 watts. But that's good for like 8 o'clock in the morning here. And it's been like probably what you're experiencing out there, Craig. Hey, Andrew, how you doing? And yeah, so it will actually probably get the battery charged up. There's also a problem with the battery. Like I said, looking at this thing right now, and me, I know I've got the graph here. Like I'll say right now, this thing says this battery on my house, the two batteries, okay, are 47.6. That's like 5%, right? If I look at I've got a little chart here. Let me go to my deal, but I know it's way, way low. Okay. And it even shows in the the error codes that's in here too. If you click on them, it shows what went off, alarms, I guess, and low battery. And it says, okay, what did I say? It was 47 point something. 48 is 9%. Okay. Now on that same program, that's why they're not talking something's wrong. It's saying it's 47.6 volts and it's 56% charged. So it's contradicting itself. So hopefully between Lux Power and the battery manufacturer, they can figure out how to get them because it's supposed to communicate with the Lux Power. And from what my guy said, one of them is and one of them is not. I don't think he has it hooked up right. Hey, Jay, how you doing, Brock? Big fiery ball in the sky. South again, now is starting to warm up. Yeah, it's. I'm waiting for it to get rid of this rain. Get into some seasons to where I'm getting batteries charged and stuff like that. There's just this house is just not right. And I spent a lot of money above and beyond on that new dual MPPT controller, 12,000 watt Luxair, which is a nice unit. And it's just he's trying to figure it out, installation wise, and putting everything in and running everything. He's got that nailed, and he's very reasonable, like I said. But the programming part of the deal, he's not that hip on it. Did you complete? Are you still here, Kenny? If you're still here, did you program yours? I took the manual out the other day and put it onto the garage and went through all the programs there trying to get it right. We'll see. I get a fault every once in a while. The other morning I had to go out there at 3:00 in the morning, walk out of my front, cross over to the garage. I got to get this wall open and that front gate fixed so I can let the dogs out there. I won't have to walk as far. But I get a fault code every once in a while, and they said it could be a loose connection. It could be this. It could be that. It coulda. So I got to get in there because it's a pain in the ass. Is that is that what the name of the black batteries that we have? Because the other ones are ones that are built here by, they get the case and they build them, and my big ones, and put in the BMS and all that kind of stuff. So, and they say in there, even when you look at it, it's got Lux Power as an option, as a battery deal in the BMS. Hey, Tommy. Yeah, I got to go through it again. I'm going to probably do it today. I was going to try to do it yesterday, and my knee was still, yeah, man, it just now, last night, actually, in the middle of the night, something must have moved and a bone spur must have got broken or out from under my kneecap. And it was actually, the pain was subsided by half. So half I can deal with, boy, but when it's full blown, um, I don't know. I don't even have I don't even have the black batteries, the Hiawathi one, whatever it is, Hawaii. Uh, I don't even have them tied in. But I know when I saw yours, there was a different. That's why I think maybe he did the Lux Power wrong. I know that one coming out of the unit was different configuration on the, what I'm going to call a Cat 5 phone plug, different than the ones that interconnected the batteries. If I remember what you had run into. But I want to make sure. I went over the programming. I don't know if he's touching it or whatever. I'm going to put a lock on the MFR, and he had it. They weren't even. It wasn't even configured with lithium. But it was something flooded. Something that was wrong. I had to put it on, in order to get the programming that I wanted on all the stuff. It had to go into owner defined battery, and something else, or something like that. So I got to go through it again. Huawei, Huawei. That's how you pronounce it. All right, I'll believe Brock. And then on the other one, I still haven't. I've got it out there. I got to get on the blue shit. I'm ready. I was on Sunday, when I'm only weighing myself once a week on a Sunday now. On Sunday, I was 116. So when I started, I was 119.5, and I'm 116. So 17, 18, 19, 3.5 kilos in probably 3 weeks. But I'm sure that's going to slow down. But I'm just bringing you guys up to date. I did add a clam dish. I ordered spinach and tomato pasta because of the sugar deal. And then I made it last night. Actually, I got it yesterday. And then I just took the clams like I had made the spaghetti and clams and that kind of thing. I used 2 tablespoons of cheese. I think that's only got Reggiano. It only has like 25 calories in each one. And mixed that into the sauce, and actually made the sauce, thickened the sauce a little bit, cooked it down, and then put only 100 grams, 3 ounces. So out of a package of pasta that I would normally get 2 servings, I'm getting 5 servings out of that 500 gram pack, which is fine. I bought 2 of them. Gives me 10 meals, and it's enough, man. I don't know if my stomach is shrinking a little bit because I'm not stuffing it full of crap, or what, but I'm not starving. And if I get a little hungry at night, I eat 10, 15 raw almonds, and it seems to do the trick. So we'll see. Let's see. Waha wee wee. You got it, Jay? Let's see. Our solar gives us 14.4 volts, but 12-volt TV works only 30 minutes. Is a car battery. Wrong. Just say anybody. That's what they started using, deep cell. The only thing is on those, which I didn't know until recently when I started doing this, if you've got a lead cell battery and you bring it down below more than 50%, you're going to kill that battery. You get a brand new battery and you suck that thing down a couple times down to 5% or something, you ruin the battery. Battery's no good. So you'll only get, where you used to get a longer time or whatever, you're going to get 10 minutes. The one that I have in my trailer is 24 volt. I've got 400 amp hours, and I can run my air conditioner for almost 20 hours straight, on and off, depending on cloud cover and that kind of stuff. But yeah, the lead acid is what they started everything with. That's all they had. But I didn't know. See, like I can run my lithium ions down to 0, and I'm not going to hurt them. Most of them, they don't like you going down below 5% or whatever. But according to what I've read and from what I've seen, lead acid, 50% is it. So if you've got a 100 amp hour battery, you're only able to use 50 amp hours, if that makes any sense to you, Patty. So yeah, but that's what they, like I said, that's what they used. How are you anyway, Andrew? I haven't talked to you in a while. I think you've been gone, right? How's your watch? I dig mine, man. Let's see. AOL killed the dial-up forever today, regulated by the archives of past technology. I could still, if you thought that bing, bing, bang, boom, I can remember when I had my kids, man, and I didn't even know what a computer was. Like I said, I had to learn because everything was going digital way back when. We bought laptops, had to go to Honeywell and take their classes on direct digital controls. Because now the way that it is, like even the place that I last had, that whole hospital I could run it from a laptop sitting here in Thailand on a beach. That's how awesome it was. Open boxes, change temperatures, start chillers, start boilers. I could do everything. It was amazing. But my kids, when I first got it, my daughter was, I don't know, I want to say like 7 or something, and my son was 5, something in that area. And I go, man, I don't know. First time I opened it, oh, that's Windows, Dad. I know Windows. I know that. I'm going, holy shit. They helped me, but we used to get on the internet and hear that binging sound. They wanted me to get out there, even with my wife. This one here, they wanted me to chase women on the internet and try to get dates and stuff. They thought that was funnier than shit. Dave, I'll send you something you might get to use for your weight journey. Okay, for sure. Yeah, I feel, and I don't know if you guys can tell, but I've got way more energy. I've actually got energy. I haven't had energy for, I want to say, years. But this is the best that I felt energy wise. A little bit lightheaded, but not hungry. But I think it's my blood sugar. I think, according to this, my blood sugar's staying down. Makes sense. I'm not eating any kind of sugar. I'm not eating a bunch of stuff that makes sugar, and but yet I'm taking the same medication. So that tells me I got the thing in here. I've got to prick my finger and check it. Like right now, even though I ate breakfast, I ate a piece of toast, one egg, 3 slices of tomato, and 2 thin slices of avocado. That was my breakfast. And I guarantee you, I can tell by the way I feel. I have a bunch of energy, but I think my sugar's low. He said, like I've tested it a couple times when I felt like this, and they were like 72, 74, which he said sometimes people don't even feel that. It's normal. Well, I said, it ain't for me, man, because I can feel it. And it just makes me a little lightheaded. So I've got to check it out. Let's see. TV was draining the battery enough to shut off. How's the battery being charged? Yeah, but if he's running that battery or she, I still, Patty's, you're a male, right? I think. I'm horrible. Sorry. Not that it makes a difference, but I didn't know that. When we were going out during the shock and awe, and I was watching Fox News and Bill O'Reilly from the back of our old Class C motorhome, and with the yellow and stuff from the 70s, in the back we had a little 12-inch TV, and I ran that off of a deep cell, but I ran the thing down. I didn't know. We didn't go that often. We went, So anyway, I think that's what the problem is he's and like I said, I'm saying he and she, so you guys can clarify me. A treadmill? What is that for? I got to get on the bike. The problem with I really want to get out. I've made some changes on the e-bike. I've made some changes on the trailer. I want to get out and ride it, but it's been raining like hell. So, hey Johnny, how you doing? Hope you are well. God, I'm way behind. What are you guys? You guys are going fast. We go down to 0 hour. Gel battery, 100 amp gel battery. It's like 120 euro here. Yeah, I think even the gel batteries, though, Brock would probably know. I think the gel batteries still, you're not supposed to go down below 50%, but I could be wrong. And maybe Brock, you can jump in and clarify that. But the ones that I'm on is lithium, iron, phosphate, the LOP4 or whatever. I think it's the latest and greatest of the lithiums. Me too. I learned how to use these very well. These are the ones that I use for my chemicals for the koi pond, but they had other uses, and I learned a lot about weights and measures too. 28 grams is an ounce. Yeah, I learned that a long time. I learned that in junior high school. Did I learn anything else? No. So I got to check my sugar, which I should be anyway. I should be checking it, but like I said, I've got this, and I know that this probably isn't right. Like right now, it's got a little bit of an upbeat on it, but it says my high has been 89 and my low's been 76 on my glucose, which you can't see anyway. Let's do another one on this. Punch it. I bet you it's like 105. This is going to say 111. So don't know. We're going to find out because in the end of November, I think I have to go back. It'll be my 3 months. The doctor's going to run a whole panel, glucose, sugar deals, and all the cholesterol and all that. And we're going to check it. He's interested too to see how it is. Because I said I'm not using this as a number that it is. I'm using it as a number that is stable. Like if it always says my blood pressure is 116, 118, it might be 140 and 142. I don't know, but it stays. I could put some batteries in my blood pressure deal and check it, which I should do. But it's interesting. So I use it more as a consistency meter, not a number meter, if that makes sense to you. Did you ever answer? Do you like yours? Is it working good, Andrew? The phone or the watch. I know you said it before, but what damages? The watch gives you everything on here. Okay, it gives you steps, calories burned. What is the other one? Steps, calories burned, heartbeat. That's in this little deal ring there, and it's also on the front screen. And it's got all your contacts. Okay, it gives you ECG, PPG, and PPG and ECG. You have to hold your finger on it. I guess it gets a heartbeat and does it that way. Then it gives you blood glucose, blood pressure, blood oxygen, and then this blood composition. So if I press that, it says keep still, and it's running a little, spinning around a little dial type thing. And this is going to give me my cholesterol and all sorts of stuff. I forget what's the one. The one for acid, uric acid, 3.1. Total cholesterol, 146. Total triglycerides, 148. And then it says density lipoprotein, high lipoprotein, 44.08, and low density lipoprotein, something or other density, 81.59. So he'll have to tell me what that is. Then there's one on body. You have to hold your finger on the little metal deal on the side, and it takes about not even 10, 15 seconds. And this is the one that says you're a fat bastard or what, your body fat and all that. So, okay, it says my BMI is 37.1. My body fat is in the red, 44.4. Muscle, 44.6. Subcutaneous fat, 32.8. Body water, 42.2. Now, I noticed that went down when I first started doing it. When I got it, I wasn't, it was up like 48. So, and I could tell my ankles went from like this to like this now. They're normal. And that's just from me. There was another one here. That's just from me not cooking my own food, um, limiting my sodium intake, everything. And I just feel 200% better. I'm not going back, man. I've made it in my mind. I made. So what else did I say? Body fat, subcutaneous fat, body water, skeletal muscle 28.1, bone mass 2.60%, protein 10.4, basal metabolic rate 04759 kcal, and then it says review an app. Then it also gives you body temp and the time you slept at night and stuff. It'll do your night sleeping thing. I for the what was it, Andrew? I think it was 1400 baht. 1400 baht. I think it's unbelievable. Yeah, when I pee, the water level drops pretty much. But that's what I take a furosemide too, which is a water pill. So I got to be a little careful about that because last time he wanted me to cut it down, or he's thinking about having me cut it down because he said I was showing a little bit on the dehydrated side. I can tell when I pee the color of my pee whether I'm dehydrated or not, but I just make sure that I have it. Yeah, I think it was like 1490 or something. But thanks, Gary. Appreciate it. But yeah, like I said, I feel great. Like I said, the lightheadedness and all that, I'm believing is my blood sugar. Uh, so I got the kit right here in the drawer. I think it even has a couple of the deals I need to order more. I'll have my wife do it, and then I'm going to do that, and then I'll also before the next live stream, I'll get some batteries and put them in that blood pressure deal and check that against this. This most of the time is saying that I'm right around 120 over like 89, 90, 86, 85, 119, 118, which is awesome. Okay, but I'm on medication. But normally I'm sitting, like this. When you go to the hospital or when you get your blood pressure taken, you're supposed to sit down and for like 5 minutes not move and then have them take your blood pressure. When I walk up the stairs and go in and check in at the hospital when we go once every 3 months, I take it then and it's like 129, 130, 131 over the same thing, 85, 88, something like that, which he's never bitched about. But that's because I didn't sit like I'm supposed to. And I think it's even more than 5 minutes. I think it's like 15 minutes is what they suggest to get a true reading. Well, I'm always sitting on my ass, especially when I'm looking at it here and I'm on the computer. So it could very well be. So I'll put, I need 4 AAA batteries. I've got some rechargeables. I'll have to pull out other stuff. I'll put it in there and I'll do some comparisons. Yeah, yeah, and you should probably be on salt pills. Yeah, and I remember when I was a kid, when we were playing football and shit, they gave you salt pills. Boy, that would probably kill me now. Yeah, my problem is my knees are so bad that that's why I want to get on the e-bike, because I can just pedal it not too much restriction. They don't want that. My doctors don't. Same goes for the battery operated Lasada tools. Don't run it to totally dead. It kills the battery, and ironically, so does overcharging. I've got my ones charging out there too. I should probably unplug them and leave them, because I've got when I bought all those yellow ones, which are kind of like DeWalt knockoffs. They're made by Lasada. Lasada has 3 companies that they have: the orange one, the yellow one, and the other one I can't remember. And can't remember the Dayton. Dayton, I think, is the welder I have, the Sawzall I have, the Impact I have, the drill I have, and you could get 6-volt or 6 amp hour, 12 amp hour, 18 amp hour batteries. Like this, and like this, and they're interchangeable. So I've got like 5 chargers, and I've got like 15 batteries of all different sizes. So it makes it kind of nice. I've got an unlimited supply of batteries. I'm surprised sweating. Yeah, but it's because he's out. Yeah, he does really push it. I mean, because he's out doing all the shit in this stuff. Me, I've acclimated a long time ago, but normally if I was out and it was 85 degrees, I'd be a bucket of sweat, not moving. Now I could be out and it could be 90, and as long as there's maybe even just a slight little breeze, or if I'm just kind of kicking back in a chair on the beach or whatever, I'm fine. But when I first got here, no way. And then I couldn't sleep at night if it was above 78 degrees. So I'd always run. I was running like a refrigerator. My poor wife, I still do it at night. Let's see. Thanks to the interweb, your blood sugar is good between 106, 135, ideally close to 90. What this thing says is it never gets any higher. I've never seen it any higher than 136, and it goes when I eat, lunch or breakfast, and it does this. So I've never seen it like that, but I don't know if it's a true reading. But every time I went in and they've done tests on me and all that time, my doctor says your blood sugar is good. The problem is I don't know if this is correct, and I've changed my eating habits. So instead of I'd eat, oh yeah, there's a Snickers bar, there's this, there's that, and I'd eat sugar and stuff that pasta and loads of carbs and breads and white breads, and shit like that, which just turns into sugar. And I'm not doing that. So the doses that he had me on, the Oseptic, and which I probably didn't say right, and the other stuff that he has on me for sugar, I think it's too much, and I think the blood pressure is too. So when I go next time, I think I told him I was going to try to lose 10 kilos, 22 pounds, and so I think I'm on that. I think I'm on the right deal to get to that by the end of November. So Ozempic. So I don't know if there's different. I don't think there's different dosages of that medication, but the other ones that he give me, I know that there's different dosages. So I will talk to him then. By then, I hope I'll have the little finger prick. I'll check my blood 2 or 3 times a week, in the morning and in the afternoon, and write it down. So when I go in, and I'll show it to him and see what he says. Like I said, I'm pretty much do what this man saved my life many times. So what he says, I do usually. The blue stuff, I haven't even told him about. I'm acclimated. I get chilly when it's below 85 in the evening. Just push myself hard for too long. Yeah, well, you're doing everything. I like the deal. The only thing I don't understand is why didn't you just pour concrete on that, especially where you're going to have all that stuff, and just leave rock? Just curious. Just asking. I'm asking for a friend. But anyway, I was just wondering why you just didn't concrete at least some of the stuff, the room you're going to enclose and that kind of stuff. Let's see. Yeah. So I feel good. Energy's there. Marital bliss. Oh, she didn't want concrete? Is that what marital bliss is? My wife doesn't buy it. Over there, Gonna build the. I don't see him yet. What time is it? 8:40. Could be running behind, or he's not going to show up today. Yeah, talking weight. I was on the summer house for 80 nights. I lost 10 kilo. Same food and alcohol, but worked all day. Yeah, that'll do it too. And I'm not going to work. And I'm not definitely not going to go out like does not want concrete. Man, I would have just put it in and said, "Oh shit, you didn't." I tried to stop them, but they snuck in and put the concrete. I'm so sorry. Here, let me buy you something for your mom. Just kidding. Questions? Are you still taking? No, I haven't taken it yet. That's what I've been waiting because I started all this stuff and decided in my mind. And when I make my mind up, I'm usually pretty diligent, and I wanted to wait until I got going and all that kind of stuff before I started making any other major changes. But that's one of them that I want to do. I believe Ralph is still doing it. I believe that Aaron is, and I haven't seen Ralph in a while. He's probably working. I may add it in a year or so when she's. Yeah, no shit, right? I don't know, man. I'm a concrete guy. Like I said, I love my. It would be nice, like one of those little areas that you're talking about, putting some of your stuff to, I think you're gonna. This is my personal opinion. I think you're gonna end up building a garage. That's just my personal opinion. Especially, like I said, man, this one. What did I say? Did I do the final thing? It was under. Was it under 100,000 baht? Oh God, I don't. It was cheap, to have that Thai style all the way. Could have put some stuff around the doors and painted those white and around the windows, and I might do that to make it aesthetically look pretty. But it's God, I go out there and I just sit there and spend time, relaxing out there. I've got a computer. I've got a television. I bought a 32-inch, just cheap ass television. I've got Netflix out there. I've got that. I've got the internet is barely. I've got this damn thing here. Oh, you're not going to see it. Over here, I've got it. It's in front of my television, the wire. I don't want to pay. I got two lines I pay for. Both of them are what is it called? What is that called? What is it called when it's real high speed stuff? My mind, man. Anyway, that high speed connection, whatever it is, somebody will pop in. Where's Brock when you need him? Well, it's right there on the tip of my tongue. Anyway, my wife said what they'll do is that she's already got it. We just got to set it up. She's going to put another repeater deal here that'll pick up the signal from here and put one in the garage and boost the signal, and I'll be fine. So we'll see. Do the same thing every year. But anyway, so now I'm up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 different meals, and I'll just keep adding to that as I go. Like I said, the energy is well welcome. Thank God. God, I got to get her to move that flag. Drives me crazy. It blows in front of that camera. But anyway, I want to see this one anyway because I want to see if he is going to show. Unbelievable. Like I said, the amount of energy. Before, I didn't even want to get out of bed. The furthest I wanted to walk to the bathroom. And walking to the bathroom back and forth, not out of breath, no problem. Walking over, not it's a long distance, but out the front of the house, down the driveway into the garage, I was pretty much out of breath. And no, I'm fine. Go there and walk right back and I'm okay. The pain in my knees limits me from doing any walking. Like I said before, I don't want to get a mile from the house walking and decide I can't walk anymore. That's why I like the e-bike. I can pedal assist, whatever level I want. When I'm tired and stop, I'm done, and I'm just on the battery. So we'll see. Yeah, I think so, right? I mean, I can notice it, Jake. Wi-Fi, yeah, booster deal. I guess she's got it. So I just got to do that. Although I've got right now, I'm using the thing like you have, Brock, the hotspot with the the NT deal in it works great. I get, I pick up all my stuff. I'm using that, but that's the one that I usually take with me. And it would be nice to hitch up. This internet is, what is that? What's the word I'm looking for? The where the it's not a wire. It's come on, somebody help me out. Did anybody get it? Fiber. Jake got it. There. I have two of them. I pay for two. One to come in the house, one to come here. So it's like 1,000 up, 1,000 down, something like that. So I'd like to get that out there. That one out there is a little bit slower. Is that what you have, Kenny? Or no, what you added one, the Wi-Fi repeater booster. And there's Jake Fiber in large letters. Yeah, this only capital F. That's why I didn't see it. But it just would be nice. But I dig my garage, and I really am. I'm a firm believer. You guys can tell me down the road or whatever when Kenny actually builds a garage that Dave said he was going to build a garage. Cheers, Kenny. I could tell you're a garage guy because the first time that I watched you, I dug your garage. Your house, I didn't see your house too much, but I saw your garage, and your garage was freaking awesome. I don't even see how you have went this long without building one. So we'll see. I think you will. I dig mine, and I haven't even really got into. I'm going to actually do stuff now. I've got the fat person mechanics chair is awesome with the magnetic trays underneath, and it rolls my ass just fine, and the wheels don't bend and shit. And as I get lighter, I'll get longer life out of it. And that's how I worked on the trailer and how I worked on the e-bike. And I want to. I'm taking that I've looked on YouTube, and that wheels that I had on the kayak that I didn't have put on there correctly, that they had a nightmare trying to move it down to the water, the ladies. Uh, I'm making it so that it straps to the deal, and it's going to come right in the bottom rails. I'm going to make pieces of tubing with uh, pool noodles on them, and then out of there is going to be a 3/4 inch pipe coming up through the two weir holes. There's a bunch of them in the kayaks up through there, and then strap. And I'm going to pull it behind the e-bike. Um, so a bunch of people have done it. It works. The wheels aren't the greatest in the world, although they're pneumatic, they're air, and I've got them shoved full of what they call for air wise, and I've got them stuffed full of flat out. So I think it'll be fine. Okay, I need to go order the siding for my project. Make sure you get enough for the garage build. I'm 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 looking forward to you putting out a video saying I will be starting the garage build soon. We'll see what happens. Take it easy, Kenny. Uh, let's see. Um, yeah, how long have I been on? Oh, only 50 minutes. Oh, who is that I see there? Is that my father-in-law, or is that the worker? Who is this? Oh, I guess that's the guy that's in there. My neighbor. I wonder what the heck he's talking about. I hope he's not saying my wall's on his property. It's actually a monk that owns it. But I think that guy there is related to him somehow, to the monk. The monk actually lives there. I don't know. You can't really. Can't really see it. Now he's got my wall, so he got a little bit more privacy. But you look in, let's see if the one's clear. Oh, wrong one. One's clear. Yeah, it is. It looks like right there. You can in the very left-hand corner, you can see like a little roof on the other side of the fence, right near that bigger banana tree. That's a little. It's not enclosed wall, although I think it's got a bathroom that might have a wall around it, and in there he's got like a hammock or something like that. So uh, seems like a nice guy. I've never really spent very much time talking to him, but my father-in-law does. Send me the link. By the way, Andy, send me the link and I order the watch. Yeah, I think he has. If I don't, I can send it to you, Kenny. But I think Andrew, I sent the link to, so he should have it too. I dig the watch. The watch I think is awesome, and it's got to be good on the. It gives you the date. It gives you the time. It gives you the day. On the front, it gives you the steps. It gives you the calories you burned and your heart rate, all on the front of the little man standing there. But that I like that front deal. There's other regular watch deals you can put on there. Take it easy, Kenny. But yeah, so and the Jonesin and stuff. I'm not eating all the time, but I got those CP, like I said, those CP chicken McNuggets. I make a mixture now between hot mustard and Jack in the Box secret sauce. It's freaking awesome. And and like I said, I make it. Regular mayonnaise has like 90 calories a tablespoon. The light, whatever that Hillman's or whatever it is, has like 35, and the light, extra light mayonnaise has 15. So the whole deal that I make to, eat is, to have a good amount on my little nugget deal to get me through the Jonesin on it, is like 80, 80 calories, 75 calories. It's basically 3 tablespoons of the mayonnaise, and that doesn't even make 1 tablespoon. It's a tablespoon of ketchup. It is 2 teaspoons of yellow mustard, a teaspoon of vinegar, and a teaspoon of onion powder. And then it is a half a teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce and a half a teaspoon of Tabasco. And is that it? Did I get everything? I think I did that time. It's awesome. That's basically the sauce that I use. It's secret sauce. It's not so much on the hot mustardy side, but this way is actually lower in calories than it is making the hot mustard. So we'll see. But it's freaking good. And I cooked the chicken McNuggets in the air fryer, and it takes basically 8 minutes on one side, flip them over, and 8 minutes on the other side at the top tier, 200 degrees Celsius. And they're good and crisp, and they're good. I'm going to probably have them for lunch. I don't know, man. When I taste that stuff, Brock, I drink the stuff. I would take the whole bottle and drink it when I was a kid. And we had the Jack in the Box right across the field from my house that was open 24/7 my whole youth, and I could dip my finger in there and close my eyes and bring back all the memories of. That's how close the taste is. It immediately secret sauce blinking in my brain. Horsey sauce. What is horsey sauce? Is that horseradish? I want to make a healthy version of it. What is it? I will. I will. I can look and see. Oh, Arby's. They have I believe, if I remember right, I believe I see in some Arby's sauces copycat Arby's sauces. But see, what the thing is, if it's got mayonnaise and it calls for 2 or 3 tablespoons of mayonnaise, there's 300, damn near 300 calories right there. Where if you use this Hillman's lighter than light, okay, mayonnaise, which if you wanted to just eat it normally, it would probably make me puke. But because it's mixed with all the other stuff, it tastes fine. And it's only 15 calories. So instead of 300, it's 10, 20, 30, 45 calories. So I think you could make it, I would imagine you can make it healthy. Uh, I'll look for you. Why not? I'm retired and I don't do much, so I can do that. And it's called horsey sauce. Okay, I could. Let's check how many people we got. We only have 10 here. Everybody's dropping out, so I can go into. Let me go here. We go here. And Horsey. 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 Horsey sauce. Arby's horsey sauce. Arby's horsey sauce recipe. Okay. Yeah, Hillman's right out of the bat. The one that I see here is it's got horseradish, and then it's got Hellman's real mayonnaise, and all the rest of them got it too. Let's bring it up. Are you guys bored? You got to be bored. Let me remove that. Let me get rid of that. Let me get this. Let me go to share screen. Do this. Let me go to here and share. All right. Can you guys see that? Let me make sure. Yeah, let me make it as big. No, not as big as I can. Oh, no. I can make it bigger. There you go. How's that? All right. How do I get that comment out of there? There you go. All right. Let me get over to it. Where am I at? Oh, wrong. Okay. Oh, what happened? Oh, because it's right here. All right. So you see that Hillman's right there. I don't know. Can I get intro? Arby's horsey sauce. Let's see what it's in it. I don't know. Copycat.com. Thank you. I'm going to cook up Arby's horsey. Let's see what she uses. And if she uses mayonnaise, you can do it. But I don't know if I bought 5 bottles of that Arby's. That's actually going to go out of date in October, but I have it in the refrigerator, so I'll take my chances because it was half price. Let's see what can I get in trouble and demonetized for having this on there? I don't know. I don't think so. I just wanted to see where's your ingredients. There they are. Looks like she's starting to get them out. It doesn't look like a bunch of ingredients, Aaron. Very simple and very easy to make. About 1 cup of mayonnaise. That's a killer. White sugar. We're going to add about 4 teaspoons and a pinch of salt. And here's the point. You have a couple of choices. You can use more traditional prepared. Probably going to say horseradish. And go ahead and put in there, or you can use creamy. Now, I don't know is there a lot of calories in horseradish? I don't like the sugar. I would omit the sugar and then see, but I don't like horseradish, so I probably wouldn't be the one. But if you got that, got a half a cup of mayonnaise has got to be killer. Texture of mayonnaise. What else did she put in? What did I miss? A 1/4 cup, okay, of mayonnaise. Let's see what else. It sounds a bit gritty. Is it gritty, Aaron? Texture is going to works. Come on. Show me what else you got. Put in a pinch. Huh. What happened to the sugar? Start now. I'm going to add about a quarter. That must be a quarter of a teaspoon of sugar. Okay. And a pinch of salt. That's livable. Couple of choices in the prepared. And what else do you do? How much horseradish sauce? A quarter cup of the creamy into the mayonnaise. Does horseradish sauce have a lot of calories? I can check on my phone. Okay. Come on, what else are you doing? Refrigerate for about an hour or so. Ready to go. Stir it all up together. So here, let me go back to. I'm back. What did anybody say? I had lunch. Sandwich was dinner tonight. Not gritty. Okay. Hellman's bakery guy comes around the 70s. Yeah, I used to pull him over. On the bottom drawer was the donut drawer. If that's the same truck, right? They have breads and all sorts of shit. But yeah, you can't. What's Patty saying? I can buy a meal for €15, but half tomorrow. Too much, yeah. I'm on a 72-hour fast. Yeah, my guy didn't want me to do that for a ribeye. But all right, let's see. What did you say? A quarter of a cup of creamy horseradish. Let me just ask the almighty AI Google. How many calories in a quarter cup of creamy horseradish sauce? And the AI says a quarter cup of creamy horseradish sauce contains roughly 70 to 80 calories, but the exact amount varies significantly based on the ingredients and blah, blah, blah. Some, like the one from Wegmans, are around 80, while a Kraft version is about 15 calories per teaspoon, which would be a total of 60 calories. So it sounds like you can make a healthy version. I just don't like horseradish sauce, and I've never had it before, so I wouldn't know if it tasted right or not. But it sounds like, from what they have here, it could be done, at least calorie wise. Now I don't know about fat and all that other stuff that's in there, but it can definitely be done. The calories for yeah. So it would be, if you had, I don't know what a quarter of a teaspoon of sugar is. It can't be much, and then what was it? A half a cup of mayonnaise. That's a lot. I don't know. Like I said, that whole batch that she's probably making would probably be enough for what? I don't even know. If you got 1.5 cups of end product, how much do you put on a sandwich? Unless you're like me with secret sauce, then it could be one sandwich. I don't know, but couldn't be. Looks like it could be done. Let me get rid of this, and I want to bring up the other one again. Oh, wrong one. Let's see. Oh, what did I do? Come on, get back over here and go here and share screen and window and yes and share. Okay, so where are we? I don't see him. I'm going to gather. It's after 9 now, right? No, it's only 9 o'clock. He could be a little behind. Use avocado oil or virgin olive oil. Healthy fats, yeah. And like I said, I eat avocado. I watch the calorie intake, but the health benefits are phenomenal between olive oil and that. As far as, like you said, healthy fats. I just don't push it. I don't eat a whole avocado, three avocados in a day. I might eat a half of an avocado throughout the whole day, 2 slices with breakfast, 2 slices with lunch or something. And what I mean by slices, let me see. I take the half of avocado and then slice it down this way and then carve out little wedges of, I get like I want to say about 8 of them or so out of a medium sized avocado, and that's plenty. Probably too much. And the same thing with almonds. I bought 2 kilos of. They're small. They're not like normal almonds I'm used to. They're like, I don't know, the runts of the thing. They're Thai and they're raw and they're good and they were cheap. And I think I haven't even went through. I've had them for 3 weeks now, and I haven't even went through 7 big handsfuls or something. During the day I might take like 10 or 15 of them. It's good. It's good for you too. Note: make sure what your oil is in glass, not plastic. Yeah, mine's in glass. But like some of the things that I saw with avocado, to get rid of the mayonnaise. Now I haven't tried. I think that mayonnaise would be fine as long as there's another product there, like that sauce that I made. Because what I'm thinking is uh, uh, egg salad. Because all it is when I make egg salad is a little bit of, maybe sometimes very, very fine onion, just a little bit, and mayonnaise, yellow mustard, and egg. And that's pretty much it. A little bit of garlic powder. Uh, and I love egg salad. She used to make it all the time. Now I would try that with the light. And I've had the one bottle. I bought 4 more, and they're all supposed to be the end of October. They're supposed to be expired, which is, I've eaten shit that was a year out. But I bet you it would make an okay egg salad, especially with mustard. Mustard, but like I said, I want to say it's less than half a teaspoon is what I usually put in my egg salad. I just like mustard, and it gives it that better, darker yellow. I think I love the taste of yellow, either Heinz or French's yellow mustard. I think it's great. Make that garlic last. Won't be coming this year. Oh, bummer. I'm gonna have to. I don't know, man. I'm I'm running low, but I know that Mitch is going to the States. I might ask him to order it from Amazon, or I'll order it and send it over to wherever he's at, and see if he'll bring it back, because I think he's going in like a week. I'll have to ask him. Now I'm putting him on the spot. I just won't tell you whether he said yes or no. Why you need to ask? What didn't I ask? What did I do? Uh, yeah, yeah, because I don't know, man. The bottles all went different ways, and for some reason I think that there's another full bottle somewhere in that kitchen. So I've got to tear it apart and look for it, because I've got about 3/4 or half or 3/4 of a bottle, which I already went through one, I know, but I don't think I went through 2.5. So I have to see. You got it directly from them last time. Did you from the garlic festival? Yeah, I know that they sell it on Amazon and they sell it on the festival deal. But I'll ask Mitch. I'm sure that if he has room, he'll do it. I think he would. I don't know anybody else. I know Daz just got here. He probably would have too. Uh, but Mitch is gone. It would be perfect timing. So I just have to put away $100 and something, $130 for it. It's just the best, man. I dig it. Everything that I cook now, I don't. It has a little bit of a salt content to it, so I don't go over zealous with it. But I put it on my chicken that I make for my chicken burritos with cumin powder and onion powder and that kind of stuff. And then I make a bunch of it, say like a kilo of it, and it'll last me a week or maybe longer. Well, about a week. I think that's about as long as it should be in the refrigerator, and it's maybe a little under a kilo. But I put mushrooms in there too, bulk it up a little bit, and then I make my own refried beans. Tablespoon on on the whole wheat tortilla, maybe I'm going to guess an ounce and a half, 2 ounces of the chicken, and then pico de gallo that I make with basically the same thing, except I use Thai chili instead of jalapeno. I like to get some jalapenos, although I like the heat in the Thai chili, but I like that taste of anyway, I like the jalapenos. But that cilantro and a little bit of the garlic powder, a little bit of garlic, chopped up garlic, and put 2 tablespoons on each one on that, and then maybe a slice of avocado, and that's it. So and it's good, filling too. Did you buy 4? Shit, then I know I didn't go through 3.5. So they're here somewhere. Where I don't know. I gotta look, because at the most I think I've went through 1.5, but I could be wrong. Maybe I went through 2.5, but there's got to be one somewhere. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go look. I gotta find it. Let me bring him up here. This one. But I still don't see them. And I have a feeling now, creeping up on 9:15. I'm going to go to maybe another 10, 15 minutes. There's 12 of you diehards here, which I truly appreciate. And I'm still going to try to do 2 a week. I'm hoping to get some video out. I wanted to do the tests on the solar. I want to do the tests on the e-bike. I want to show what modifications I'm making to the trailer. There's a lot of stuff. Have a lot of glass, and Europeans have a lot of soft plastic. Yeah, I don't know, the Americans and stuff. That I don't know. They put out a lot of plastic crap too, and I don't think it's good, right? I mean, for the environment, plastic cups and straws and forks and stuff. I don't think it is. I don't know. I'm not a big advocate, or I'm not. Oh my God, we got to save the planet. I wish I was. I'm just not. What are you up to, Jake? So yeah, I'd like to get a couple of videos out. I got my 10 back online. I've got my 12. It's in the garage, and I've even got my 7 set aside. So I've got everything that I need. I've got 2 or 3 mic setups now, so I'm pretty much set up. I just got to do some videos. I still have to do a second video on the koi. Thank you guys that watched the koi video. I appreciate it, but it got, where am I at here? Let's see. It got way more views than I thought it was going to get, put it that way. Let's see. Koi pond, 141 views, that's awesome. I appreciate it. So I'd like to put out part 2 of that. We got 261 views on the cost of living, which wasn't really a cost of living video. And that seems like the norm. The 3 sides of the fence was 250. The e-bike with the trailer was 360. Koi at the U-Bahn house, there were a couple hundred, between 200 and 300, which is the norm. I just don't put out videos every day. And I think in order to, get people to watch, you got to put out videos. Now, the short did good, 442 on my breakfast, that 10-second deal with the 1 piece of toast and egg and tomato and avocado. That was that. I eat that twice, 3 times a week, and then I'll have a cup of cornflakes with a small banana sliced up in it and non-fat milk, and that's mainly my breakfast. I got to try to come up with some other one. I'd like to come up with a fruit. A fruit one, maybe with a little bit of watermelon, a little bit of banana, some strawberries, have a fruity breakfast. You can't get away from them. Yeah, my aquarium. Hey, Maui, what's up? Yeah, I got to do a second part. That's going to just be probably me sitting out by the pond just talking about raising koi in Thailand, because it's I don't know. I enjoy it. I get a good joy out of raising koi. And hey, brother, how you doing, Ron? Um, it's I don't know, it's nice. Like I said, it's soothing to me. I could sit there and be on pins and needles and sit there and listen to that waterfall go and feed them, and my shoulders come down and I'm relaxed. So it does help. And what was I going to say? Because I talked last time, but I never follow and look it up. But you're coming here the middle of November? Are you going to come to Surin? The time of year? I guess what I'm saying is, we'd already talked about you want to take a bike trip, or you're up for a bike trip to maybe Koh Chang again, one of the neighboring islands, then maybe over to Pattaya for Thanksgiving, and then I don't know where you go. I'll probably go home, and that'll be we go to two islands, probably going to be an 8-day, 7-day trip. 3 days. I think. Well, how many days did we spend? Two. I don't remember in Koh Chang, but I'm thinking maybe 2 or 3 days in Koh Chang and a couple of days on the island, and then a couple of days in at Thanksgiving in Pattaya. I'll be back in Hua Hin on the 22nd of October. Yeah, and that's when sometime between the 10th and the 30th of October, I think we're going to be doing that. Like I said, that 4 or 5 day camping trip to Ubon in the trailer. The Shushu comes home from college for a month on the 10th of October, so sometime in there. But are you going to come before Thanksgiving? It doesn't really matter. I don't have to go to Pattaya even, but I did kind of like the traditional Thanksgiving dinner that I had. Sometimes around Thanksgiving. Okay. Yeah, well, I'm up. We'll talk, and if you still up for a road trip to Koh Chang and where the other island, Kohut. There was that other island. I think you can only walk on it, but I don't have a problem setting my bike somewhere, giving the kid a couple $100 and say keep your eye on it, make sure no one steals anything off of it. And there's more when I come back. Okay, I'm game, man. But I think that maybe when you get back on the 22nd, maybe get a hold of me because we're probably going to want to get hotels at least ahead of time, right? I don't know how. Who, who who's giving you the spelling? I'm wondering. Somebody whispering in your ear. You spelled that wrong. That's the way I would have spelled it. Kood. Kohud. Okay, I think that's what it is, right? Kohud Island. I'll call when I get back. Okay, cool. Yeah, and we set it up. That sounds perfect to me. I'm jonesing right now. I think I'm going to. I think I'm going to jump on the Forza and take a little ride over. I don't know if Andrew's still there. I'm maybe thinking about a turnaround to Buriram if you're interested. Cool. Yeah, I think it'll be fun. I don't know if your friend will want to go. He seemed like a really nice guy. Anybody's welcome to come. I think David had showed some interest. The other Clark showed some interest, and I don't know if anybody else is interested, but I'm game. Yeah, I know. I do too. And I got to get the Honda over to. Guy's got the plugs, got the stuff he ordered, uh, and on the Shadow, and I want to get that done. I want to get it so I can ride it. Um, we like you. You're okay. Something different was nice. Cool. I'm glad that you watched. Call me when you're done with the. Okay, Andrew. What do I call you on? WhatsApp, right? You're back on WhatsApp, I think. Yeah, I'll do that. I don't know for sure if I'm going to go, but I'll I'll let you know. I don't know what the weather's like right now. It looks okay. Let's see what my little program says here on. It's going to say rain all day. That's what it has forever. Oh no, 2 p.m., 3 p.m., 4 p.m., and 5 p.m., 6 p.m., and then 7 back to clouds and 12 a.m. But it's calling it from 2 to 5, so maybe not the best day. But it's even less tomorrow on Thursday because today it shows 65% chance for the whole day. For Thursday, it shows 50%. And for Friday, it shows 50%. So I'll call you anyway, but maybe we'll do it tomorrow and give ourselves enough time. We'll take off in the morning. And yeah, I'm game. I'll call you. Line or sell. Okay, cool. Oh, what did I do? Okay. Let me get off of this. Let me see what we're getting for our how much stuff we're getting out of the solar here. 3,000 watts. The house is using 1,400, and the battery's getting charged with 12. Let's see what's happening in 15. Oh wait, let me check. Okay, in Ubon. See, also, I don't think if this thing's right. See, it's saying the batteries are 100%. Let's see what the batteries are charged to. They charge to a float? Yeah, no. The floating voltage is 57. The battery voltage is 53.5. So I don't know is because that's off. If it's not sending a charge, it's saying it's sending it there. It should say there. 1,602 watt input on one, and the other one is 2,607, and we're only using 59 watts on the 2,600, and on the 1,600 we're using 70 watts. So without having the batteries, and if they're already saying they're charged, what they're not, I need to find out and look at that. And it says battery initialized, come back, battery capacity 100%, battery floating charge 53.5 is, like I said, that chart tells me that 53.2 is 90%, and 53.6 is 99%. This is saying 54.4 is 100, and 58.4 is the top. So maybe, I don't know, but either way, I'm probably going to need other batteries there because I'm not, the way that these are charging, and especially if I go there, there's no way that I'm going to be able to run 2 air conditioners even 5-6 hours. So probably going to need to upgrade the battery sooner or later. But I don't know what it does with that extra power. It doesn't send it back to the grid because my grid's still on 0. This is on off grid. So I thought that it would show. Another thing I don't like, that Lux Power, if I don't have it on my phone, but if I had all full access, I could change all the parameters and everything right from my phone. Can't do that on this. I don't know if Kenny's gone. I don't know if you can on the other Power Mister or not. Yeah, see, it says battery. Okay, discharge is 0. Okay. Battery voltage. Low battery cutoffs 40 volts. Come back deal. Yeah, I guess it's just giving it. I don't know what kind of charge it's giving it. I got to keep my eye on that because I don't really know how this program works. But if it's not showing it completely topped up, we need to fix that. So anyway, it's been an hour and 25 minutes. I do want to get some stuff done, so I will. I think in the live stream, 10 of you diehards there, I appreciate it. You guys are awesome. And I will call you as soon as I get done, Andrew, and find out what. Maybe we'll schedule something for tomorrow. I might get it out today too. Maybe I'll come your way. Are you going to be home? I'll talk to you when I. Okay, let's see. Is anybody? I don't see anybody there, right? Nope. No one there. No one working. Sun's out shining like a son of a gun. You know, that's what kills me about him is that now he's got the truck he bought, $2,500 bought a month payment. And I know what's going to happen if he doesn't have the money. He's going to come to me. And he's going to have to do backflips to get it for sure. All right. What do I have to do? I guess I'll play that stupid 30-second deal out of the live stream. Thanks, everybody. Let's see. Brock says, what is it? That's a long one. The regulator may need calibrating. The extra capacity doesn't go anywhere, Dave. It's like having a 2,000 liter water tank at full capacity. It just doesn't use it. Yeah, I know. And that's the only bad thing being off grid and not, because all, especially there. And maybe that may be something that I might want to think about doing, because a lot of the time, especially during the day, if it's only him at night, and let's say the batteries are topped up at 100%, and I've got 4,000 watts coming in, that could be going back to the power company. So I'll have to talk to him about that, because that inverter, I believe, is capable of doing both. Some inverters are only off grid. Some of them are I think these hybrids are either or. I know the Lux Power is, and I'm almost positive the PSI is. And in case anybody's wondering, that PSI is a Thai company. So at least that's what my understanding is. All right, everyone. As I overmodulate, I will go over here, bring up my little 30-second thing, and thank everybody. You guys are awesome. Again, thanks for watching the videos. I appreciate it, especially the ones that don't particularly interest you. I enjoy making the ones on the koi, but it won't be an everyday ordeal. But everybody have a great morning, afternoon, or evening, and I will catch you on the next one.